All right, welcome. We're going to be doing a recap and a viewing of the Ryan Garcia versus Emmanuel Tagoe 135-pound. Wait, isn't it a catch weight for this fight? I don't remember. Well, anyway, they're about to weigh in Ryan Garcia's first fight back since defeating Luke Campbell. Oh, they got the Franco brothers, Jesse Rodriguez, Bam Rodriguez, and Joshua Franco, champions, to open up the weigh-in. We're going to be doing some jump cuts, by the way. The fight is taking place down in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. This is Ryan Garcia's first fight back since January of 2021. So he's on a 13-month layoff. And then before that, he was also on a 11-month layoff since fighting Francisco Fonseca. And right now, this is supposed to be like his rebirth, reemergence, I guess, to put the 135-pound division on notice. But some people are saying that this Emmanuel Tagoe guy is pretty tough. 32-1 with 15 KOs. The only fight he's lost was his debut. He's a Lou DiBella fighter. Nobody of note on his resume outside of Mason Menard. I did watch highlights of that fight. I did watch some clips of his fight. What was this? Oh, okay, they're weighing in the undercard guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump cut all the way to the Marlon Esparza weigh-in, and then we're going to watch the Gabriel Rosado versus, my bad, I'm trying to do double duty. We're going to watch the Gabriel Rosado versus Shane Mosley Jr. weigh-in, and then we're going to close out the video, if you want to fast forward, with my thoughts on Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis if they were to both win, and talk about the card as a whole. So take your time out, like the video, subscribe. We're going to take a jump cut on T-Street Controversy with Fight View 360.
Women's flyweight vacant championship tomorrow night. The world will be watching. We also have Doug Fisher on hand.
Got to give the women's boxing some love.
But it is time to bring out our fighters. Introducing to first to the scale or to the stage, representing the land of the rising sun, Tokyo, Japan. Let's hear it for Naoka Fujioka.
Naoka Fujioka. All right, there we go. I think I can remember how to
And her opponent, the 2012 Olympic bronze medalist, the reigning defending WBC women's flyweight champion of the world, Marlene Esparza.
I like Esparza. I really want to see her fight super bad again, though. That was some shit right there.
Naoka Fujioka, an outstanding record of 22 bouts, boxing. 19 victories, 7 wins by knockout, only 2 defeats with 1 draw. She's the reigning and defending WBA women's flyweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, 111.6 for Naoka Fujioka, the reigning defending WBA women's flyweight champion of the world. Ready to go.
The next fight is Shane Mosley Jr.
representing Japan.
Then the main event.
And now to the scale, representing the United States, the WBC Women's Flyweight Champion of the world, Marlene Esparza.
This girl can fight.
111.4, ladies and gentlemen, 111.4 for the champion, Marlene Esparza. This is a historic bout. Saturday night, you don't want to miss it. As the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya has the Ring Magazine belt, which is vacant.
Fujioka give off some real MMA fighter vibes.
This will be our second bout on DAZN Saturday night. A unification bout, WBA, WBC, and vacant Ring Magazine Championship of the world.
But yeah, this is supposed to be a really good fight. Overall, Golden Boy cards don't be bad. Like they always got some, some nice shit going on. And they
how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Fight fans, they are ready to go for an international clash. Oh, it's on.
All right, we're waiting for the next fight. Here's the card, by the way, since we got a little bit of time to talk.
All right, let's send it over to Bethel with our champion out of Japan.
Yeah, out of Japan, Naoko, what is your motivation?
I want to entertain people.
She said,
Kick
I
ass,
don't want
kick
an
names.
interpreter also. You want to do this in English. So I respect that. We appreciate you here in San Antonio. Also, you're a 5-division champion from Japan, but you love fighting in the United States. Why?
Why?
Why do you want to fight in the United States?
It's center of boxing.
There it is, United States, Center of Boxing. You want to put on a show tomorrow, right? There it is.
Yes.
Well, good luck to you. A 5-division champion from Japan. It's not easy speaking a language that isn't your own, so respect to you, champ. We'll see you tomorrow.
By the way,
live
if
on
anybody's
the-
up and awake, I'm going to be
Gracias.
streaming.
Oh, God. Oh, okay, now.
The Golovkin main event. if anybody's
Oh,
gonna be
okay. Arigato. Arigato. Jeremiah, listo?
Arigato.
time, man.
All right, thank you so much to the champion right there. She even threw in some Spanish. How about that? That's
go.
right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great fiesta Saturday night from the Alamo Dome, and we'll now send it over back to Bethel Duran with the champion out of Houston, Texas, Marlen Esparza.
Houston, Texas, fighting in San Antonio. Texans love Texas, right? But fighting in your home state, how cool is that?
It's one of the best feelings, especially with all the support, being close to so close to home. I feel like I'm at home. I've been in San Antonio back and forth all my life, so it's a great place to be. And it's always bigger and better in Texas.
Yeah. All right, I know. I'm gonna let the Texans make their noise because that's right. Now, you have the green belt on your shoulder, but for the first time, there's gonna be history made on Saturday. The chance to fight for the flyweight ring magazine belt. That's the one Bernard yesterday got fired up for. Oscar's been fired up for. How special is that for you?
Also with the WBA and bringing the ring magazine belt to solidify things, it's a huge honor, and it's going to be a big show, and it's going to be a big deal. I think we're going to put on an amazing show, and I think that belt is going to solidify it all.
All right, last one though. On your finger, you told me yesterday on the Golden Boy Insider Show that you have winning tattooed on your finger. That's the attitude you got to have if you want to make history, isn't it, Marlen?
I do. I have winning tattooed on my finger just because that's what I do. And if anybody has anything to say about it, it's all right.
There it is. So
I like
right here. There's that winning tattoo. Marlen Esparza, you'll see her tomorrow fighting for the ring magazine belt, unifying. Good luck to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, El Paso. Sorry.
Thank you, El Paso. Thank you,
San Antonio. Thank you, Houston. Thank you, everybody. So definitely.
The 956, 210, Dallas, everything. All of Texas is yours.
Texas.
There it is. Marlen Esparza, round of applause for her. Jeremiah, he represents Austin. What's up, Jeremiah?
I live in Houston, but I'm from Houston, but I live in Austin, but we get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, we are ready for our battle-tested title attraction live tomorrow night on DAZN.
I like this fight.
10 rounds for the WBA Continental Americas Super Middleweight Championship, and it is all presented to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association
It's a fight
with
that
Tournament
means
of
nothing,
Contenders.
but at the same
Introducing
time
you
means
first,
like everything.
will be fighting out of the blue corner tomorrow night with a record of 21 bouts, 17 victories, 10 wins, coming to you by way of knockout and only 4 defeats. Hailing from Pomona, California, here is Shane Mosley Jr. And his opponent, he looks to remain the title holder, the humble and gritty warrior out of the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with a record of 42 bouts, 26 victories, 15 wins, coming to you by way of knockout, 14 defeats and 10 draws. He is the reigning defending WBA Continental America Super Middleweight Champion, the King, Gabriel Rosado. And now first to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, Shane Mosley Jr.
Full screen.
167 on the nose for Shane Mosley Jr.
Shane Mosley hasn't had normally sometimes like the sons of boxers.
He is
be
trained by the
not
former
shit.
WBA and IBA Super Bantamweight champion Bones Adams.
Well, the
And now the
fathers
king
don't be
on the
really
scale, King Gabriel Rosado.
But Shane has had like a nice solid career.
167.8, ladies and gentlemen, 167.8.
Like solid.
Rosado also trained by truly one of the greatest trainers in the world, the Hall of Famer Freddie Roach out of Wild Card Boxing. going to be our co-main attraction live on the zone. Presented to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with Bella Entertainment. Be sure to get your tickets for Saturday night's big fiesta here for the Alamo Dome.
That's the best way to describe it, like a fun fight. Overall, I'm really looking forward to this card. I'm going to be here tomorrow morning, 5:10 a.m. Eastern
All right,
Standard
ladies
Time
and gentlemen, we'll bring up right here both of our fighters, Shane Mosley Jr. and the King, Gabriel Rosado. Will Rosado retain the championship or Shane Mosley go home as our new crown champion Saturday night? And now for the face-off between the two, it is all business. The shine is on. The lights will be bright Saturday night. And some respect right there. Tomorrow night, going down for the Alamo Dome, San Antonio, Texas.
Dude has like the perfect announcer voice.
All right, boxing fans, we'll be sending it over to Bethel Duran with Shane Mosley Jr. Take it away.
Thank you, Jeremiah. You guys have known each other for a while now. Shane, a little different looking at each other in a face-off. How was that?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it's a part of fighting, and we know what it is, and we just come in here to show off for the fans and give a great show.
All right, both of you guys say you're going to go up there, put on a show. Why do I have a feeling this wasn't going the distance?
Hey, man, I'm just going to give my best, and, that's all I can do.
Yeah, because your team back here are very confident.
They should be.
Yo, Vito Duran been real cringe
I'm very
this
confident.
week. What's going on with
Very
him?
confident.
All right, Champion Bones Adams, Shane Mosley Jr., Jeremiah. He don't talk much, but in the ring, he puts on a show.
That's right.
That's right. It's all going down Saturday night. All the talking right here, sort of. But in the ring, it's going to be a battle for sure. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to our man Shane Mosley Jr. Now Bethel Duran with the King, Gabriel Rosado.
Representing Philadelphia, Puerto Rico, but you seem like boxing fans from all over the world love you, Gabe. Why can they see that guy and say, you know what, he can motivate me?
Yeah, man, because, it's just a no-quit attitude. Keep pushing. And, we're having great fights, man. And I want to start 2022 huge. You know what I mean? So I'm going on. I'm going to put on a show for the fans. We're going for the knockout. We're going for the knockout. We're not playing.
You might know a thing or two about a hell of a knockout like you did last year against Bekdamir. So coming in, Freddie Roach. I think Freddie's got that twinkle in his eye. Yeah, you can wink, Freddie,
No, yeah, camp was great. We had a healthy, strong camp. We was going hard and sparring. So it's like, I'm not taking nothing lightly. I want to go in and make a statement. I don't just want to win. I want to win spectacular fashion. Knockout, baby.
Knockout. There it is. Gabriel Rosado. Little whip on, whatever you want, right, Gabe?
You know what this fight is?
Shout out to my
Boricuas
and all my Mexicans, my Latinos too, baby.
The perfect example of a prize fight.
Thank you, Bethel.
Fight
That's
really
right.
means
Giving all the
nothing, but yet it'll be
shout-outs,
exciting for the
especially
fans.
to the Puerto Ricans and Mexicanos. All right, fight fans, it is time to make it official on the scale. This is our main event attraction tomorrow night. 12 rounds in the lightweight division. It is going down live on the zone for the Alamo Dome, presented to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with Bella Entertainment. And now first to the scale, he enters this contest with an outstanding record. 33 bouts, 32 victories, 15 huge wins coming to you by way of knockout and only one defeat. The fighting pride of Accra, Ghana, here is Emmanuel, the Game Boy Tagoe.
He said he's going to make Ryan Garcia eat some Ghana peppers. It's like the hottest pepper, it'll make you shit.
And his opponent ready to make his much anticipated return to the ring and to the world. He will enter this contest perfect. 21 bouts, 21 victories, 18 huge wins by knockout, and no defeats. The fighting pride of the high desert, Victorville, California. Introducing to you the lightning fast and hard-hitting Ryan Garcia.
Would you pick Ryan Garcia today to beat Tank Davis with the boxing knowledge that you have? Even the casuals, let me know down below in the comments.
You know, there was an exchange of words. It really got heated inside the ring. And I know Saturday night it's going down. Somebody
I like Ryan Garcia.
is going down for sure.
Ryan Garcia is very,
all right,
you know,
the Game Boy Tagoe ready to go.
He's
ready
got fundamentals.
To scale it here.
But it's still things at 23 years old I need to see, and it's still so much time for him to grow. He got like another 3 years, you know, before he really like hits his prime.
138.2, ladies and gentlemen, for the Game Boy, Emmanuel Tagoe.
I figured this fight was at.
Will the game live on? We'll find out. And now, onto the scale, the fighting pride of Victorville, California. Here is Ryan Garcia.
With the pants on, okay, in shape.
138.8. Oh, he's ready to go. He is ready to go, and he's focused.
He looks great
for the return. Ryan Garcia from the Alamo Dome, San Antonio, Texas. Great. It's on.
He looks phenomenal.
Be sure to get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. We got to get this place rocking and rolling. Obviously, we got Fiesta going on, but the Fiesta will be here in the Alamo Dome, San Antonio, Texas, USA.
I really want to see him versus Tank Davis at the end of the year if Tank Davis stays with me with the promotions, or even if he doesn't.
The Game Boy, you know, Emmanuel Tagoe, Ryan Garcia. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. It is golden time!
However, I would not be surprised if we see Tank Davis versus a year.
Some respect and love right there. Oh, yeah.
Who had beat Jorge Linares a couple of weeks ago, or about a month or so ago. I covered the fight on the channel. I wouldn't be surprised if he fights a Javier Fortuna. Remember, they may revisit that. Or maybe, you know, they built up a Yvonne Mendy, or maybe built him up to, you know,
Boxing fans, don't forget,
that might be
tickets at Ticketmaster.com. All the action live on DAZN, and our prelims on Golden Boy Fight Night on YouTube. All right, time to turn it over to Beto Duran with the Game Boy, Emmanuel Tagoe.
Hey, all right, Emmanuel Tagoe, I think you told me last night, if you don't know, now you know, right? You're very confident. Why?
Yeah, because I know what I can do. That's why I have my confidence like that, because I have great camp, great management, great sparring partners. I can't wait to showcase myself tomorrow. By tomorrow, everybody can see, because I know what I can do. I don't promise. You know, let me tell the fans something.
Hey, look at the camera. Tell them.
Let me tell the fans something. Tomorrow, if I can't do what I can say, if you see me, now tell shit to me. I promise any fans. Tomorrow, you see the Game Boy. I know what I can do. Forget about social media workout. Tomorrow, I show you my social media workout.
The Game Boy, Emmanuel Tagoe, you're winning some fans here. In Espanol, what do you tell them? How do you say thank you in Espanol?
King Rise in trouble.
Oh, we practice.
You know, my
gracias.
You know, Panamanya.
I was teaching him Spanish. He's teaching me Ghana. Oh man, I should have remembered. Jeremiah, help me out, bro. The Game Boy. Yaduba.
Yeah, Yaduba. Tomorrow I want to show Ryan Garcia to your thing.
To your thing.
Garcia can see in your Yaduba. By tomorrow, you see, everybody can see. Don't worry about. I know these people, you don't know me very well. I'm here to sign my name to break the bridge. Ryan Garcia want to Cruz. Tomorrow, everybody can see. Don't worry about.
Oh my God.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow, if I say something, if I can't do, if you see me, tell shit about me. By tomorrow, now you see.
Gracias.
Tomorrow I see talk shit about
I'm more than ready.
You're more than ready.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, tomorrow you know Game Boy.
Yeah, our rap album coming out next fall. From Accra, Ghana, Emmanuel Tagoe, Jeremiah. What's happening? If you know, do you know Jeremiah?
Beto, all I know is tomorrow. That's it.
I think I'm going with Tagoe. That's it. I'm a turncoat. I'm turning my back on Ryan Garcia. I've heard enough. He said he's gonna get him.
All right, send it over back to Beto with Ryan.
I'm scared, man. I'm scared for King Ryan.
All right, hold on. Ryan's going to come to San Antonio. He said he wants to buy a house in Texas. You're going to make some noise for Ryan Garcia?
Where's the roof? Where's the roof?
I don't know if you heard that, but he said tomorrow.
Yes. The fight's tomorrow. Yeah, it's true.
Now, this fight right here, you know that you got to put on a show. You know that every single fight. You know that you're going to bring it. What are we going to see that we haven't seen before now that you're with Joe Goosen?
You're going to see what I always do. I go in the ring and I search, I find, and I destroy. So I'll be looking to have an explosive performance, and let's see what he brings.
When you decided to work with Joe Goosen, you said, I want to be here. Joe wants to work with you. It just seems like you're different right now, Ryan. What's different about you?
I'm just a man on a mission. The job's not done, and I'm ready to prove who I am. So every day, every fight, I have that in mind, and I'll be bringing that into the ring with me. Shout out my daughter Riley right there in Bella. I love you. I love you guys so much. Yeah, Daddy got this. Watch.
Not too long ago, Ryan, you were fighting in Tijuana to start your pro career. Now you're the main event in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome. How's that feel?
It feels amazing. You know, it's been a great journey so far. Started in Mexico, and now I'm here in one of the biggest stages in a great city in San Antonio, Texas. I love everybody here. I'm gonna tell you something about the people from Texas. They're as real as they come. They're straight up, and I love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me. I'm gonna give you guys the best show. I'm gonna leave my mark here. I promise you that. I'm gonna leave my mark here. You're gonna remember this fight for the rest of your lives. I'm gonna hit him with something he's never been seen before. I promise you that.
Ryan Garcia, the main event tomorrow night.
I'm ready. Let's go. Tomorrow. All right then. Tomorrow it is. Let's go. Tomorrow it is.
Tomorrow.
All right, let's mute it right there. Listen, that was a little awkward, but hey, that's life. I like Ryan Garcia. He's got some skills. You can't lie about that at 21 and with 18 KOs. Listed at 5'10". Significant fights. Luke Campbell, Romero Jr. That was his real step up. Okay, look, I'm on the scene. Luke Campbell fight. He was he was hitting the stratosphere. And then mental health issues. Now me, a person who was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder about 4 or 5 years ago, I can understand how mental health can make you not want to do nothing. It can really, really mess you up. So even though you see that they got the Franco brothers. Even if you see, these celebrities, like a Ryan Garcia, you think oh, what does he got to be upset about? He's got all this and everything, but nah, you'd be surprised. You see, celebrities, engaging in a lot of self-destructive behavior, and you would think you got all this money, you can get all the women in the world, and you sad. So I can empathize with Ryan Garcia on that, but let's talk about Ryan Garcia in the ring. That's what we're here for. I'm not sure, I like Ryan Garcia, but I'm just not sure. He hasn't, Luke Campbell, yeah, okay. But looking right now, let's rank all the top 135 pounders. Let me pull up my rankings here on my beautiful website, FightView360.com. Follow me on Twitter at T Street Controversy. On social media, all platforms at T Street Controversy. We're going to be here tomorrow after the fight. We're going to be covering the card. There's a lot of cards on tomorrow. UFC 273 in the morning, 5:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have Golovkin taking on Murata. In competition with this card, this Ryan Garcia versus Tagoe card, you have Michaela Mayer versus Jennifer Hahn, the return of the Maloney twins, Maloney brothers Maloney, on ESPN. On Showtime, you have Erickson Lubin taking on Sebastian Findora, Tony Harrison, in pretty much kind of a career kind of fight against Sergio Garcia. And then you have this card, the return of King Ryan Garcia. So you got George Kambosos, WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, Ring Magazine, WBC franchise champion, taking on Devin Haney on June the 4th in Australia, but here in the States, it'll be June the 5th, primetime ESPN, or I forgot how it goes, something like that. Mix the dates around. But a week before, you're going to have Tank Davis taking on Rolly Romero in a fight that Tank Davis doesn't want. It's looking like this may be Tank Davis's last fight with Mayweather Promotions. You have to think maybe he is a little bitter about the fact that, guys like Devin Haney and Cambosos are fighting for undisputed. Meanwhile, he's got to fight Rolly Romero on a pay-per-view that nobody gives a fuck about. But since we're talking about Ryan Garcia, the question I have is, who does Ryan Garcia fight next? If it's not going to be Tank Davis, if they can't pull some type of, you know, power move to have Ryan Garcia fight Lomachenko politically, I don't see that. I don't see it. But Tank Davis, there's been some talks there. And if it is Tank Davis, where would it take place at? On the Zone? Or would it have to be Showtime pay-per-view? Showtime pay-per-view if Tank Davis decides to stay with Mayweather Promotions. If you don't know, Tank Davis has been upset with Mayweather Promotions for some time now. Most recently, yesterday, Floyd Mayweather had a press conference for a fight that he's having May the 14th, 2 weeks before Tank Davis's pay-per-view, and already a crowd in May with Canelo versus Bivol, May the 7th, Mayweather versus a sparring partner, Don Moore, May the 14th, and then you have Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero on May the 28th. So not only did Tank Davis and Rolly have a press conference yesterday at 1 p.m. Eastern, Mayweather had a press conference at 2:30 p.m. Eastern down in Miami, not at New York, where with his fighter, you know, for his promotional company. And now you look at like, damn, he's taking food out of Tank's mouth, like, you know, having a pay-per-view in the same month. So I'm wondering, where will Tank go? Will he be his own man and go fight by fight? You know, and will he be allowed? It's very hard to break free from PBC. You know, if him and Ryan Garcia were to happen, it would be a pay-per-view that I would support. I would buy it. I would tell fans like, yo, you know, because if Ryan Garcia loses, he's going to get knocked the fuck out. We're going to find out if he's really good or not. But also for Tank Davis, even though he would be going into the fight as a favorite, still it would be like, okay, all right, we can get behind this. You know, it would be a prize fight. You know, it wouldn't be any belts on the line. And both of these guys, the way things are looking, are not going to get a title shot unless there's an interim belt for at least a year. Because the belts are tied up between Devin Haney and Cambosos, and maybe even Lomachenko in the mix when he gets out the war. So Ryan Garcia, right? They tried to make him versus Cruz, but PBC didn't allow it to happen. And guess what? Cruz is facing Yuriorkis Gamboa on the Spence versus Ugas pay-per-view next week. Ew. Ryan Garcia versus Yair Abduliev. Devin Haney had beat him to, I believe it was a WBC interim fight or to win the title. I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember. He beat Jorge Linares. If Jorge Linares had won, I wouldn't be surprised if we seen Ryan Garcia versus Jorge Linares. And we're talking about fights that can happen in-house in the Mayweather Promotions banner. I mean, in the Golden Boy banner. Then you got a guy like Jojo Diaz. You know, how would you feel about Ryan Garcia versus Jojo Diaz? I would like that fight. You know, if they go with it immediately next, I would like that fight. I would like, okay, all right, that should be something good. Nice test for Ryan Garcia. And then that would pretty much solidify Jojo Diaz as the 135 to 130 to 135 to maybe even 140-pound gatekeeper. He would probably take Jorge Linares' place. But overall, I would like that fight. William Zepeda, I don't think they would do that. Doesn't really move the needle. You know, maybe revisit the Javier Fortuna. But to me, that would be somewhat of a step back. But then fans may say, well, Jojo Diaz is a step back. I don't know. I just want to see him, you know, in constant progression this year. If he's fighting now in April, then let's try to get him back out in, you know, July, late July, August, and then maybe you can get him in a December fight, because he's at a point right now where it's like, okay, 23 years old, I want to see fighters fight 3 times a year. You see what I'm saying? Especially at that youth. But right now, you know, it would be a tight schedule. So, you know, with the way things are in this boxing landscape, I wouldn't be surprised if he fights on Saturday, tomorrow, and then don't fight till, like, you know, October, November, and that'd be his second fight for the year, and they just move on, start working on 2023. But yeah, that is my thoughts. Even Richard Comey. Richard Comey is also a Lou DiBella fighter, just like Emmanuel Tagoe, you know, and I would like to see, you know, him versus. See, here's the thing. He's not there yet. Even after he beat Luke Campbell, even though he was talking that big talk, he's still not fully there yet. It's like, okay, this guy's a full-fledged contender. He's been on that fringe contender status for quite some time. You know, especially with, didn't he have the WBC interim? Yeah, he did. So that's basically a champion. You know, you were the champion. You were the interim champion. But fights that I would be cool with, as I said, Richard Comey. Jojo, if they had to keep it in-house, strictly in-house, I would take Jojo Diaz. Then it's like, all right, cool. You know, DeBella, y'all worked together before. Richard Comey, Javier Fortuna. I'm looking at any 140 guys if he decides to try to go up there. You know, but it looked like he can make 35 with the way he made that weight right there. I say those guys right there. You know, maybe even see what's going on with a Maurice Hooker. Oh, is he at 147 now? I would think like maybe a catch weight, 140, something like that. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. I am T-Street Controversy with Fight View 360.